should be completed. So when all the things will appear, then you have to simply go with your model. I don't know if it will run or not, I don't know. But we can play any of these models from here. Let's see. I tell you the story how we have to play with calibration. First of all, you have to run the model. Okay, might be one by one with the small treatments. I mean, few treatments. Might be four. You have four treatments. First, you have to go with one, only one treatment. What you have to do? You have to deselect all, unselect all. Only you have to select one. Run the model. You go over there. You have to plant grow out. Keep in mind. Okay. You have to go for plot. So if you are going to, it depends basically. If you are going for antithesis rate, okay, then you have to select that one. If you are going to have lethal index, then you have to go with that one times these data. If you are going with tops weight, then you have to go over there. For example, you are going with the might be grain weight. Okay, so over here, this is the grain weight. Mean observed value is here, and this is the simulated value. We will go to the other one. Might be not with the smaller one, the highest one, or the normal one. Okay. So plant grow out, because plant grow out is the output that is available in the model in the form of graphics. Okay. Other thing is, if you want to have the evaluated output, then you can view one from here. You can see, yes, from here. Antithesis rate, top weight, range, index, and physiological maturity. In evaluate out, I want to tell you the difference. In evaluate out, only a file parameter will appear. Keep in mind. There are no other parameters in evaluate out. Mean the average values that you put it in regarding a file will be displayed over here, not the time scale. Okay? That's why I ask you people to have the question, because from question a lot of things came. So all the a file parameter will came in the form of number over here in evaluate out. Keep in mind. So when you will press next, then this type of graph will came. Okay. If you go to the statistics, then this type of window or this type of interface will came. For antithesis rate, for tops, maturity, LAI, maturity day, and so on. Okay? So, specifically, what we have done And what we have to do with the calibration, first of all, which type of variety you are going to see, you have to be careful. Okay, what type of variety you see your variety from experiment 5. Are you getting my point? From here, you can see the name of cultivar in your experiment. Basmati, this is Basmati 385. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to go in genotype file from your C drive, genetics, genetic coefficients, genotype. Okay, then you will go to your experiments. What type of experiment you have that you are working? Who will tell you? Who will tell me? UAFD, because you are working in UAFD. Instead, you have to go to any other experiment. Okay, you have to write down on your notebook. UAFD is the code of experiment, and then the variety that you are going to have genetic coefficient is, what is that? Basmati 385. Okay. So over here, UA, rice cultivar. You will go to the rice crop. Okay. First, which crop you are using. Okay. You will open in Notepad. Keep in mind. So this is the file where you have to click. First, you have to select the treatment from where you have to take the start for calibration. Okay. Say for example, you are going to start from ancestors date, which type of treatment? Because you have 15 or 16 treatments. So I recommend you to go with the normal one, the recommended dose of the fertilizer. First mean the medium one, not the higher, not the lower one. So what you have to do, run the model and go with the normal one first. Only 150 kg nitrogen. Run this one. You have to evaluate out the second one. Keep in mind, not ET out. Plot it and consistently. Next, and from graph, it's not so much representative. When you will click on statistics, it will be shown easily. Okay, so you have to, your observe is 72, right? While simulated is 74. So simulated values will be there. I mean, that should be closer to the observed one. basically to be calibrated. Simulated one with the observed one. As the simulated and the, you can say, as I earlier mentioned, that simulated and observed values are closer with each other. Mean model is calibrated according to your own condition. Got my point? So you have to write, someone has to write, you have to write please. With the existing parameters, it's 74. Mean NCS weight is 74. And tops weight is 90 to 93 kg per hectare. Maturity date is 3850. Please write down. Okay. So what will happen after calibration with specific date, variety? Then simply you have to go with your cultivar that you have open over there. Do you remember how you open it? Rice cultivar. Okay. So where is basmati? You can search as 385. Okay. So what are the parameters that are linked? First you have to see what are the parameters that are linked with emphasis. Okay. So and also see this one P1. Okay. Growing degree days, base temperature, so and so. Its range should be, first you have to see the range, in which range the values should be. Okay, it's 150, 800. So not below than 150 and not maximum above the 800. So this is the value basically P1, right? For P1. 498 is the existing one. So for example, we put it, mean, what was the value? 72, 74, 74 simulated. 72. So mean we have to have the simulated variety less than the observed, that is slight higher than the observed one. If we want to close it, mean reduce it, then we have to reduce the value over here, right? Mean for example, we put it instead of 9, we put 4. Yes, I mean 50. But again, the value that you are going to change should be also, but that should also be written in your at your notebook, because this file will be saved. Okay, so it's very important that if file is saved, then you will be unable to recover it until or unless you have to reinstall DSAT. So this is can you please write the values? 498. First we have to play with emphasis. 498.3. Please write down as well. So we are replacing it as 448. Then you have to simply save it. Control S. Minimize it. Okay. Close it. Uh, Definitely you have to close it as well. Okay. Close it as well. over here, you have to run the model, but with what type of variety? Which one? 4 one? Are you sure? So run it again. Analysis, evaluate out. You have to go for the plot. Analysis, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Next. See. So simulated is as we reduce the value, the emphasis instead of 74, it go down, reduced. So it's mean if you reduce by 20, increase by, we reduce 40, right? 50. So if we add 25 number in it, then it will be almost equal. Let's try. Once again, go to there. So instead of might be 68, 68 might be. Save it again. Okay, close it again. You have to simply open this one. You have to not close all the files. Only you have to run the model with this variety. Run it again. Okay. Go to analysis once again. Evaluate out, plot. Then you can see the difference. I hope so. See, here you go. Mean now the model is calibrated almost equal with respect to emphasis according to your condition. Understand? This is so-called calibration. Okay? So what about the this? So this figure has been changed for other one. Can you please see the below one? Because when you because when these all parameters are linked with each other, I think please see there will be changes in this one as well. There will be definitely. There are how much? Simulated top it was 9 to 93 mean 300 increased. Okay. And what about grain yield? 3850 mean look the tops rate by changes in the end sales tops rate goes high while grain yield goes down by increasing your emphasis rate by reducing your emphasis rate by 20 number I would say. So it's very tricky. I mean, it's very interesting as well. So this is the number game. You have to again, once again, you have to be fresh. Again, what are the number at the beginning and what are the number at the end? First, you have to concentrate one by one. Okay, this has been done. Mean your target should be number one. First emphasis rate. Okay, that is okay. Now you have to go other parameters. Leave it. What are the impact on other parameters by changing the emphasis? Leave it. Okay, now we can try. We can try for the tops rate. Next. So you can go back as well, but you have to close. It's better. So again, with this one, go to the genetic coefficient file again, and you have to what we have to do with the maturity. Either we have to increase. Please write down its value as well. 130. We are going to change it. One. Let's try with one. Tops weight going to increase, decrease, decrease with observed. So let's see. We have to have 130. But once again, what is the range of P to R? You have to say, please. P to R. What is the range? 5 to 300. 300. You should be in between. Okay. So you have to go to your variety. Then it was 5 to 300, right? It's mean we are within the range. So from 130, I made it 110, right? Okay. Then you have to save it again. You have follow the process. I mean repeat the process. Again, you have to go evaluate our plot, then answers, stops, and all the parameters. You can see the statistics. Look, your tops rate go down, but again, it has the impact on answer rate and also on other parameters as well. So all these four parameters and all the genetic coefficients are linked with each other. Sir, please, ma'am. When, please.
Yeah, well, I was saying, like, as she said, we cannot change the genetic coefficients because these things should be well listed by the geneticists who develop the variety.
They develop according to US condition, not with the condition of your local condition. So it's you that you have to change the genetic coefficients according to your condition. Mean how will be it will be different based on your observed data. Look, this is first line, first column is your observed data, right? That you collected here. You take the data, all the conditions are there, all the parameters right from sowing till harvesting. You have observed over here, you have applied over here, and all the soil conditions, weather conditions, each and everything. Then you get this first column, right? So you have to compel, you have to force, you have to calibrate the model according to your condition. This is so called calibration. In case of calibration, can you consider the ratio mainly? Ratio is close to 1, that means perfect? Yes, but to some extent. Mean you have to first not consider the ratio, but you have to consider these values. Definitely, it will mean ratio is also the representation between observed and simulated, but it's considered that the observed and the simulated values should be closer to each other than can be. Okay?
So what you are actually suggesting, with an ideal experiment, we will first, our first job will be to correct or to idealize, to calibrate the coefficients first for a particular variety.
Yes.
And then for other experiments, we can go for commenting or polishing if you want to. Once you correct this,
Yeah.
then we know that the genetic coefficients are correct.
There will be little bit change because a lot of the work, when there is some, say for example, calibration. If any of your participants have this calibration for all the coefficients, he has basically the, you can say, leader role, being pioneer role for calibrating the genetic coefficients of special, you can see specific variety of any crop. Okay, so once you have to take the hard, you can say, struggle with the first one, first time. When once the calibration has been done, then rest of the varieties, rest of the cultivars will need minimum, you can say, amount of calibration, because most of the condition will already adjusted. Clear? Make sense?
Here is a problem, I think. So why I will change the genetic coefficient that is which is unchangeable? Why I will change it? Because in the environment it's exact and fixed. Why I will change this kind of thing? What is the problem behind this? If our model is predicting somewhat higher, what is the problem?
Very good question. In my opinion, all the genetic coefficients are to be adjusted. Say for example, basmati rice. This is adjusted according to Pakistani condition. Pakistani soil, Pakistani environment, Pakistani weather, Pakistani, you can say, cropping pattern system. This is adjusted according to that locality. If you are using the same variety for your local condition, then definitely you have to change the genetic coefficients to that might be true representative of the your local condition.
Sir, I should add that if I grow basmati here in Bangladesh and I test the genetic coefficient, all the values, and I put that value here. So in this case, should I change like this calibration?
What he's saying, you have actually copied the genetic coefficient from somewhere else, right?
According to their location, might be that way. That what might be the mountainous region, but you are in plain area. Their environment is different one. Their soil is different one. Their vital behavior is different one. Growing degradation is different from everything is different. That's why it's very important.
But the question still arises: why are we calibrating such way that 72 becomes 72, observe and the mean becomes as close as possible? Why are you doing this?
See these. Okay, let me again. So this is the, say for example, this is the genetic coefficients of different type of coefficient according to Pakistani condition. Once again, let me say this. Soil is different. Do you agree? Everything is different. So they have calibrated their model, their crop, rice crop, their variety, basmati according to their condition. But when you are creating your own file, your soil file will be different, your experimental data will be different, your weather will be different. Okay, got my point? And until or unless if you are using the same genetic coefficients, mean you are using all the parameters, all the things from Pakistani conditions, not from the Bangladesh condition. So when you will compare, basically calibrate the model, actually, that will basically shows you to your local condition. I mean, this is your local condition, right?
Yes.
This is your simulated condition according to the data that you provided to the model based on three parameters. So where did this you can say prediction came from? Where?
From those genetic coefficients that
No.
provided and the three sets of data that we gave.
Yes, three minimum data sets that you have provided there. Mean soil file you have created, weather file you have created, and the experimental file that you have given to the model. That comes. This is the data that you provide the model, and based on this provided data, the model says according to your provided model data, this should be the values.
Okay,
Yes.
sir, it's very smart. Now I'm satisfied that.
Sir, then we do not need to calibrate our local variety.
So exactly, if you will not calibrate the data, so there will be the difference. Majority of the difference will be there. So you are using, this is just like the same thing that you are grafting the fruit stock different one and the fruit different one. Mean lemon and mango.
No. So are you suggesting that we will try to calibrate only the emphasis there or the other ones as well?
All,
All.
all, because they are different parameters, but in the backup they are interlinked with each other.
Sure.
That's why it's highly recommended that you have to write all the each and every calibration value, each value. Even putting one additional value with, say for example, you have calibrated an emphasis that was almost equal. But when you are going to calibrate the second one, the first one is disturbed. Don't worry. You calibrate it accordingly. But later on, there will be some, you can say, values that will support emphasis. It doesn't mean that it will be below down or below the your value. Might be it will be increased. I was going in that direction basically. I think when every day develop a variety, the growth duration is different. Therefore, emphasis day will be different. Yes. And for when we get the observed data, that how much days after emphasis started, and where readers say what is the day after emphasis started. This can be the coefficient from the observed data and the reader's data. Potential yield. I told you yes. The potential yield and the actual yield. And actually, this is the, maybe the coefficient ratio. Yes, yes, you're right. So, got my point? Other one?
Sir, I have a suggestion that I can extract genetic coefficient passively if I know the mean antithesis date to operate at all the parameters. Then I can passively get the genetic coefficient in our country, in case of basmati rice, right?
Yeah. I mean,
No. What you are saying makes sense that you need to calibrate the model. Okay.
Yes.
Then what is the purpose of simulation?
exactly. For one day, for one year, it don't have some impact. For 2 years, makes sense. It may have some little bit. When you will go to the seasonal analysis, when you will go to the projections. Projection basically based on your weather data, that historical data that you will provide to the model. And on the basis of that data, you will get the projections up to 10 year, up to 20 year, up to
This
50
is the
year.
point.
These are the basics.
This is the difference that we are not taking.
When you will be, you can say master or the you have the full command on your basics, then you can go for the projection.
এটা কিন্তু মানে আমি যেটা বলতেছি এটা I'm sorry can I speak in my
Yeah, please, please.
আমি যেটা বলছি দেখো তোমাদের শুনে লিখনা যে আমরা একটা এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করব করে আমাদের একটা অবজার্ভ yield আছে ওই যে আছে অ্যানালিসিস ডেট আমাদের একটা আছে সে আমাদের সব ডেটা দেওয়ার পরে ও সিমুলেট করে বললো না এটা হওয়া দরকার 70 কিংবা কিন্তু আসলে এটা 72 হবে কারণ আমাদের কন্ডিশনে 72 আমরা পাইছি এখন আমরা জেনেটিক কোএফিসিয়েন্ট গুলো চেঞ্জ করব করে আমাদের ডাটা এবং প্রজেক্টেড ডাটা এটা মিলাবো সম্ভব তার মানে কি আমার মডেলটা এখন এই ভ্যারাইটির জন্য আমার জেনেটিক কোএফিসিয়েন্ট গুলো আমাদের কন্ডিশনে কি সেট হয়ে গেল এইবার হচ্ছে সিমুলেশন হচ্ছে প্রজেকশন ফিউচার সিনারিও অ্যানালিসিস
স্যার এইটাই তো আমি বলতেছিলাম যে জেনেটিক কোশ্চেনটা আমরা পাই যাচ্ছি তাইলে উল্টা
এটা আসলে আমাদের উদ্দেশ্য না যে দেখতেছি ইয়েতে এখন কত সেম করে এটা না আমাদের যে ভ্যারাইটি আমাদের কন্ডিশনে আছে পটেনশিয়ালি 6 টন আছে কোন কোন এরিয়াতে 5 টন হচ্ছে 4 টন এবং তখন স্যার আমরা ওই গ্যাপটা বের করতে পারবো যে কেন কম ভেরিয়েশনটা কেন হচ্ছে ম্যানেজমেন্ট আমরা কি দিচ্ছি কেন কম হচ্ছে
ভালো ছিল
Yeah. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. So you can try with other ones as well. I mean, might be, might be, if we are clear till now, So we can go for, I mean, so you have to write the, I close it. No worries at all. So we have to go with this one.
You have to go home.
So this is, I mean, this is the process. One by one, you have to calibrate the model in step by step for P1, for top suite, for P2, P5, G1, G2, and also the fin. But keep in mind, once again, so very interesting story is there. If you calibrated all these parameters P1, 2, 3, 4, G1, 2, 3, 4, then might be it's you can say very tricky when you will go to change the fin, then might have the impact all three or six parameters that we have. By little changes in the fin value, that might have the impact on all the values. So again, model calibration takes time. Once it's okay, then life is good, I would say. So this is the process. Simple process. Take it easy. It's not a big deal. It's not. This is just like game, number game. So you have to take it easy and you have to work it in that way that you are as a passion, not as a burden. Okay. So this is all about your genetic coefficients. So can you please let me know what was the value over there?
498
498,
and 130.
130.
130 point.
Okay, we went over till this one. So this is all about. Okay, any problem, any issue? So one by one, treatment by treatment, you have to go over there. You have to play with it. See, for one treatment where there are values almost equal to the simulated one and the calibrated one, or you can say the observed one equal. For treatment one, you have to write it in on the separate note. For treatment one, when you go at the peak, the values should be written in a separate file. Okay. Sometimes what we do, we play with the numbers game, but when it comes to the treatment second, because the same, we have the same genetic coefficient. When yes, for the treatment one, it's okay. But what about the treatment second? What will you do? All these things will be completely different than the treatment one. Keep in mind. So when you will complete the treatment 2 calibration, then write down those as well. Treatment 3 separately. Genetic coefficient, I am talking about the genetic coefficient. Treatment 4, when you have the completely calibration, you can say process, you have to write down the numbers. Okay? So sometimes and all the times, you have to run all these parameters all together. I mean, four treatment all together. Then you have to calibrate all of them once again. Mean when you will go, or you can say you will calibrate the treatment one, you have the idea basically in which range the genetic coefficients are coming. For 1, 2, 3, and 4, then you can get the average of 4. Say for example 20, 20, 20, 20, 80 multiplied by 4. So this will be the average. So this is basically the objective of calibration is to make the model according to your local conditions. That's it. And this is basically the basics. When you are going to for multiple year, multiple crops, then you can get the projections basically for future. The benefit for the model is for long term projections only. Okay, got my point?
Yes, sir.
So I will not take any more time. Just I want to show you tell about the some consortium that we have. I will take only 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. Okay? Can we go?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So close your model right now. Close. So you have to be easy. So this is basically we have established the consortium in Pakistan basically. I am talking about and briefing you people regarding you can say opportunities. What the students, what the faculty can do, and how the faculty can get maximum opportunities, collaboration, joint ventures with each other, and how we can support each other. So this is about the consortium that we have more than you can say 80 universities that are partnered with it all around Pakistan, right from northern side till southern side. And for research purpose, we have the Center, International Center for Climate Change, Food Security and Sustainability over there. And we are working on different, you can say, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. For example, we are working on 10 SDGs that are directly or indirectly linked with climate change, food security, and sustainability. For example, you can say SDG 1, that is no poverty, 2, zero hunger, 6, clean water and sanitation, 7, affordable and clean energy, 11, sustainable cities and communities, 12, sustainable consumption and production, SDG 13, that is climate action, the 14 one, that is life below the water, 15, life on land, and last but not least, the 17 one means the partnership of goals. But the overall, the objective of this consortium is to develop basically the collaboration at national and international level. Second one is the capacity building of faculty and students related to climate change. Okay, exchange of students, facilities, faculties to undertake joint research projects, and also to have the capacity building training programs on issues of the national and international interest that are related to climate change. Okay, and exploring the resources for national and international funding to mitigate climate change. So there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of fellowships. You can say projects internationally by different international organizations. So these are the you can say the priority of the you can say benefits from the consortium is to have the benefits to the community, to the students, to the researcher, scientists, policymakers, as well as farmers, you can say the industrialists, uh, through different joint research projects, okay, research trainings, workshops, seminars, conferences, just like we have from a couple of days, and capacity building initiatives. Okay, so this is all about the consortium. So we have different partners with us from Pakistan as well as from at the international level. Say for example, the northern side is the University of Balochistan. You can say that is almost on the northern side of Pakistan. Uh, Also, we have the organization name, their vice chancellor, name of focal person, contact number, and email address. So all these people are, you can say, organizations are working on climate change. Okay. So from also KBK, the another province, Punjab, you can say different research organizations are there from Islamabad, from Sindh province. Also, different types of NGOs are there as part of this consortium. Some international, you can say partners are also there in this consortium. Say, for example, British Council is there, and also a lot of other different private sectors are there. WWF is there, Comstat. Do you know Comstat? No? This is OIC basically headquarters that deals with Commission on Science and Technology for Sustainable Development in South. This is the commission basically. Just like SARC countries. Do you know SARC countries?
Yes.
So that is just like SARC countries, that is commission. So, and also different types of international organizations as well. We have the different ministries over there, different centers from China, from Italy, from Brazil, Korea, also from you can say Columbia University, US. So a lot of international partners are also in this consortium. So along with consortium, you can say partners, we have the International Advisory Board leading researchers in the consortium that are working on climate change from the can say all around the world. The leading researchers, and this is the list of researchers that they are working with us. I mean, from China, from US, from Canada, from Saudi Arabia, from Thailand, from Canada, also from Japan, from New Zealand, from we can say Brazil, UK, Turkey, Nepal, not unfortunately are not from, might be from Bangladesh right now. I think. So these are from Malaysia, Spain, UAE. So a lot of international advisory board is there, and similarly at national level we have different types of advisors as well, or you can say the leading persons that are working on climate change. Okay. So these are the vice chancellors of the respective universities. So core team, this is the core team. So you will be surprised to know that the leading professor is of this team is Professor Dr. Shahjahan. She is the lady professor. So she is the can say patron of this consortium. So female can do everything. Don't worry. So events we have, actually what type of events we have under the umbrella of this consortium. We have different international conferences, collaborative events between different NGOs, different on different days, United Nations days, World Food Day. You can say different, you can say seasons of the crop. We have the collaborative partners, and also might be we have some might be in future. I can share the links with you people to join online as well. So most of the events are online. So you can see these are the events on different occasions under the umbrella of this consortium. Okay. Also, different joint venture collaborative meetings are there with the EC mode. You can say with the different national and international stakeholders. So, a lot of resources are there. The things that I want to show you is the projects basically. So, we are going to have some World Bank projects regarding automatic weather station. So mean weather station national grid is linked with the WMO, World Organization. Then that is linked basically ultimately indirectly with NASA. So we have the you can say weather stations, but not that are manual. The data that is collecting on manual basis, but not automatic. Mean for every minute you have to receive the data, weather data especially on your cell phone. So this one as well as the different other initiatives. This is basically the initiative I was talking about yesterday. That the project supporting women in science. That is the project basically. So if you go in detail, this is the project from Arhan University. They are working on climate change and health, and this is the opportunity for female students. If you have to apply this, the applications come all around the year. If you have to apply with this opportunity, then you can get the information regarding this program. Link is given over there. If you go to the link, then you will ultimately went to the website of the parent, you can say, opportunity site. Okay, so over here you can see. So the focus is basically different climate change impacts on maternal, newborn, and child health and such type of things. So you have to go over there. You have to see, and this is basically eligibility criteria for young faculty members. So you can apply over there. And the beauty of this program is basically they have to give the interactive, you can say, training on climate change and its impact on health, basically. Okay, so I mean, you can the application round for 2023 is open and you can have the link over there. Okay, so its links come all around the year, don't worry. So different types of you can say projects by local NGO or international NGOs just for plantation or other type of initiative, plastic you can say initiatives are also there. Anyhow, so we have couple of initiatives that we have done by different you can say community at community level work that has been done in climate change at local level, at regional level, at province level, at national level. We have also the some initiatives over there, especially with I mean in collaboration with Chinese professor regarding some climate smart agricultural technologies, or you can say some projects that are capacity about the capacity building joint venture startup projects that we can start with each other. So, and also, if you see, our university is the unique, you can say, leading university in climate change for policy governance in Pakistan. So, I mean, officially, we are also the, you can say, leader of climate change related policies to the government, provincial government as well as federal government. So these are different types of avenues. I mean, heat stroke, when there is summer, we have to have some social media campaigns, how we have to avoid this, how we have to overcome this in you can say local language. I mean, in Urdu, national language, just like Bangladeshi Bengali language is there. So in local language, we also translate all the media campaigns regarding according to the you can say season as well. So I mean the purpose to have the interaction, such kind of opportunities you can also initiate over here as well, being scientist. Okay, so there are some success stories for our consortium that our university become the first university that become the member with you can say GAXA. GAXA is basically Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture. That is the United Nations, you can say, organization. And if you have to become member, then all the projects relevant to climate smart agriculture can be executed, can be, you can say, shared with you people. So this is another opportunity for faculty member, physical member as well. So there are different types of books, international books by the international publishers. For example, Springer, that we have written over there by building to, according to the local condition. Keep in mind. But you, our condition or your condition are most similar. So you can see that building climate resilience in agriculture, how we have built resilience in agriculture. So there is book that is written by us, and also there are different green campus projects, sustainability projects. For example, we have you can say neglected or you can say discouraged the printout of emails, official communication, such type of initiatives that might have the impact on you can say on the environment or resources. So you can also go there and you can discourage such type of things that might have the both impacts on economics as well as on your environment. So another book is climate change impacts. First was the how we have to build resilience. The next one is how the climate change impacts on agriculture. So these are the two books. Again, in collaboration, these are the international advisory board. This is basically the Professor Dr. Zulfikar Bhutta. Basically, he is Pakistani medical scientist, and he has established the first ever child health care and climate change impact center in Canada. And he was last year he was given the can say official medal from the government of Pakistan as a contempt you can say award different national award. So this is all about the construction. This is the lady basically Professor Dr. Shadia Anjum. She is now last couple of weeks before she appointed as a vice chancellor of one of the university in Pakistan. Mean if you are talented, you are hard worker, you have to lead some leading role as well. Okay, so this is all about from our side, and this is the contact. You can write down. This is the email address from my side. So if you have any question, any query regarding modeling, regarding any type of you can say query for collaboration, you can contact me. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is all about from my side. So if you have any question, please let me know. Regarding definitely we have the couple of sessions might be that will be communicated to Professor Naseemon. First, I would have I would request to you people that you should have to work on exemplary file first, so that you can get the experience how the files are there, X file, we can say A file, T file, soil file, weather file, and how that their interaction is there. You have to go for already exemplified. Then one by one, when you get the expertise, then you have to create your own file, template file or dummy file. Okay, one by one. And if you need any type of information, reference file is there inside your, as I earlier told you that each and every person or every participant has its own, you can say serial number. So you are now registered, you can say DSAT model. Okay. So don't worry about the registration. For research purpose, you are given the serial number, registration number. It's your property by your name. So if anybody has to, you can say, ask you to give the registration number, be careful. You can guide them to directly email, direct search the reference over there. You can go on the website dsat.net. All the information is there. All the queries are there. FAQs are there. Still, YouTube channel is there, and all the issues can be addressed over there. But still, if you are still unable to do that, to do any, you can say, query, you have to simply go in Google, search the Google. In Google, it will provide you the data, or you can say answer to or response to your question. Again, the last option is you can send email to me. No worries at all. I will try my best to respond your question. No worries at all. But totally it depends. 99.9%. It's 100%. It totally depends on you, because I remember as we take all these data sets, I mean all the trainings by ourselves on. Our teacher guide us just like I guide you. That you have to apply online, you get the registration, that's it. We have, you get expertise by doing just like you are doing. Okay, any question?
पहले तो मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि आपके बहुत ही अच्छा लगा ये 2 दिनों में तो बहुत कुछ सीखा मैंने।
Exactly.
पहले से ही मैं डीसेट में कुछ करता था, लेकिन उसका सीक्वेंस कोई पता नहीं था मेरा, तो किसके बाद क्या करूँ कोई पता नहीं। सो आफ्टर दिस सेशन मेरे ख्याल से कि ये बहुत ही हेल्पफुल था मेरे लिए।
Exactly.
और मैं एक क्वेश्चन करना चाहती थी वो बहुत दिनों से, लेकिन अच्छा लोग नहीं मिला तो आज आपको करना चाहूँगा। तो पहले से आपका जो हुंजा वैली है उसका उस एरिया में जो लोग रहते हैं उसका एवरेज लाइफ स्पैन हम लोगों के साथ अगर मैं कंपेयर करूँ तो बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं कि 150 ईयर्स आसपास।
Hunza.
हुंजा वैली
Okay.
पाकिस्तान में। हाँ,
Yes, good
तो
question.
तो उधर जो एयर प्रेशर होता है तो वो लोग जिस तरीके से प्लांट को ग्रो होना देखता है, तो हमारा इधर एयर प्रेशर ज़्यादा
You
होता है।
can speak in English, don't you?
तो compared
What
to
is the reason behind?
plain land and Hunza Valley, so if we apply DSAT, then what kind of parameters should we input? Altitude difference and the microclimatic difference.
It depends. Completely entirely different. Because their soil profile is different, their environment is different, their even varieties are different, plain varieties are different. So lot of differences there. But yeah, but if you go with type of the lifespan, then they people lives close to the nature. Okay, just like Professor Bari is in front of it, your example. And I really appreciate the activeness, mashallah, may Allah bless you more healthy life. That all the time the researcher will be smart. Keep in mind. All the researcher, all the Cram Modeler, Professor Bari has the training from Garrett and all the researchers. No one of them is the healthy, bulky one. Am I right? All the people are smart one. So as you will live close to the, you can say, natural resources, or close to the nature, then your lifespan exactly will be different one, and vice versa. I would say. I respond your question.
Okay.
Any other question?
So, ladies and gentlemen, if there is no question and if there is no brain left in his head, I think we can conclude the session. However, so I think you have learned a lot, but still this is not enough. So I talked to Professor Jaffe that after a few days, I think you keep on your exercises And I think within very short time, we will attend a June session with him. So if you have any difficulties, any queries regarding your exercises and further knowledge, so he will answer virtually. And there will be virtual session. I think he will not charge any
No, no,
cost.
no.
Sorry.
Now I am not demanding anything.
So, so I think Professor Jatui, I know he was very busy when I invited him. From that time, he was in Turkey, here and there, he was moving. And while getting visa was also hectic process, but I helped from here to get the clearance of the foreign ministry and home ministry, etc., etc. And then on 20th November, he got the visa. And on 22, he just flew to Bangladesh with almost 24 hours journey. That's why on 23rd, we deferred the session from morning to the afternoon. And tomorrow he will leave in the afternoon. But I request all of you present here, please be present in the seminar tomorrow in our conference room, agriculture faculty conference room. There he will also show several things how Pakistan and also Dr. Madanlal Srestha from Nepal, he already arrived in the campus, now he is in the guest house. They will show how Nepal and Pakistan incorporated this new discipline into their education, research, and advisory services. You know, only the education and research is not enough. You need to develop a very viable advisory services from where farmers will learn, farmers will be benefited. So tomorrow's seminar that is also I think one sort of technical session. So you will have questions, answers, and other queries there. So please be present in the seminar. There are snacks as also provision for good lunch.
Yes.
So I think with these few words, so let us give thanks to our. So the session is officially closed. Now please come to the front corridor. We'll have a good picture with Professor Gauri.